have a cube root function, and I've got negative cube root of 4x minus 8, and then a plus 2 on the outside. So I want to start by rewriting it with it factored out. So it says 4x minus 2, and then a plus 2 on the outside. What this will do is it'll allow me to tell what is my horizontal translation versus what is a horizontal shrink. So for my RST, I have a reflection over the x-axis. I have, for my stretch, a horizontal shrink, okay, of 1/4. And it's a horizontal shrink because this is larger than 1. Remember, when it's inside, it always does opposite of what you think it will. And then we have a translation of right 2 and up 2. So this one's doing right, whereas the one on the outside is doing up. Okay. So some people, when they do these, they do all of the graphs on top of each other, and that is a perfectly valid way of doing this. Other people like to make a table. This time I'm going to make a table. I'm going to start with my x and my y. Our parent function is the cube root of x. Okay, so I'm going to start by listing out just some perfect cubes. -8, -1, 0, 1, and 8. Cube root of each of these. So it's going in the y. Notice, because it's a cube root, I have both positive and negative inputs. Then my next step is my reflection. I have a reflection over the x-axis, which means my x's are staying the same, and my y's are going to their opposites. Because a cube root has symmetry over the origin, it actually will look the same if you reflect over the y-axis. But that's a special case because of this shape. Next one is the horizontal shrink. A horizontal shrink of 1/4. That means I want each of my x's to be a fourth of what they are right now. So now we'll be at -2, -1/4, 0, +1/4. It's a really messy 4. And the 2. On this stretch stage, I have not changed anything in this problem for the y's because there was no vertical stretch or shrink. My last stage is to do my translate. And in this problem, our translate, we're going right 2, which will add 2 to my x's. 1 and 3/4. 2. Whoops. So I'm adding 2 to each of my x's. And then up 2 is going to add 2 to each of my y's. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now that we have our whole table, we can take this last one that's had all of my transformations applied to it and graph that table. There's that 2, 2. Quarter. Ish. I'm estimating on the 1/4. And there's my graph. Hope this helps.